What's going on, everyone? How's it going? And welcome back to another Spin&Go video. Today we're going to be starting at the $60 Spin&Go level. We're going to move down if we lose this one to the 30s. If we win, we're going to move up to the 100s. That is the plan. If you want to play Spin&Gos with me on PokerStars, check out the link down in the description. I am a member of Team Online there, and I love it, obviously. Okay, so let's get started. And we can win up to $600,000 in this Spin&Go. Most of the time it'll be 120, but every once in a while we'll get lucky. And it is going to be 120 today. So all of that sort of equals out in the long run, right? PokerStars takes some of it for rake, and then most of the time you're getting a sort of a smaller prize pool, so you're not expected to profit in the long term in these 120s, but it does even out because your chances of hitting a bigger one are high enough. We're going to raise up the 7-8 on the button. Just going to start right away aggressively. Fish Arc 84 from Poland, and Don Lewan 16 from Poland. A couple Polish friends here. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, good luck. All right, so we flop an open ender on this Jack 9-6. Our draw is not super strong. It's really awkward if we bet and they decide to raise. Probably have to fold in that case. You know, is there an argument for checking back? There is, but I think betting is probably going to be better here. And let's see what happens in the turn. Or maybe we just take it. That'd be cool too. Don Juan is going to call, and we see a 3 of clubs on the turn. So we sort of have two draws here, and our draws aren't super strong. And we're not going to win at showdown with 8 high. So I'm going to continue on the bluffing ways by betting 95. A long think and a sit out. Okay, so the bluff ended up working. Wasn't exactly sure, you know, what sort of cards I was going to be bluffing on, but it ended up working out. Raise to 40 here. I'm just going to shove, I think. I could make it like 122. Maybe this is better. And do some action. I like the plan. I'm going to make it 110. I will make it 110 to go, and they just fold, which is fine. We pick it up, though. Feels good, man. Limp shove with the ace-9 suited. I like it. And that flops pretty well. You know, even if we go to the flop and they get to see it for free, that's fine. And if they raise, we can sort of limp shove and try and pick up their money. They just check, though. We see Queen 6-3. You're going to start with a check and call with a backdoor flush draw and ace high. On a pretty dry, not a lot going on flop. Check, check. Check the turn. Feel very comfortable. We had the best hand, and we're not going to get paid off by any worse hands by betting, so we might as well just check and hopefully catch a bluff, which did not come through. We check it down. We're going to take it down against... Our opponent had King 7, so they had King High. Checking it down at the river. We're going to fold a 4-9. Pretty good start to the spinners today, though. Yesterday's episode was obviously a pretty rough episode. We did lose all 3 Spin&Gos. But, you know, it equals out in the long run. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. Raise it up to 40 chips. We're going to fold the 4 deuce. I guess we'll fold the very bottom of our hands. Ace-5 suited. Interesting. They did that real snappy too. I'm going to make an unconventional call and see a flop, which is ace-jack 8. 2 spades. What are you going to do here, Donnie? Quite awkward for us. With our pair of aces, that's good. But, like, there's a lot of draws. We don't necessarily want to get it in, right? But then again, there's a lot of draws that they can pay us off with, so it's a tough spot. Jack of clubs on the turn. If they keep betting here, I think we'll likely fold. That jack is a good card for us. Doesn't really change anything about the board. So if they decide to continue betting, I'm sort of going to believe them that they have it. And it goes check, check. We take it down up to 760. Nice little start. Don Lewan. Are you playing multiple tables? Did I do this already? I don't know. We are not sure. And then Fish Arc. We're not sure either. Min raise, we get to call with the 10-3 suited. 30 to win 90. I like the plan. And especially when we're going to flop 2 pair. I like it even more now. now I really love it. This is the best plan ever. They've had 45 chips, really dry flop, not a lot going on, no reason to raise, we're in position. There's 2 streets continuing where we can try and get the money, so like, why raise? Just call. Don Lewan 16. Donny Lewane. And they check on this 5 of clubs turn. I think we sort of need them to catch up a little bit. 4 is obviously a disaster card. Yeah, I think they're too weak to bet. They don't have enough good hands, and if they have like an overpair or whatever, we're going to get all the money in the river. But I don't think they have enough. They don't have enough good cards for us to bet on the turn. We got to let them catch up a bit or bluff the river. They bet 90. I am going to shove. I think we can get paid off from worse hands, like just Jack X or overpairs, like I mentioned. You know, if they have a set, which is pretty hard for them to have. If they have like a set or a Jack 10, It's hard for them to have Jack 10. They're just going to bet the turn. So, yeah. I'm just worried about sets. That's about it. And they end up folding, which is cool. So we are up to 940. I don't know if we've shown down a hand yet. Jack 3 offsuit. Nope, not quite. If we win this, we're back up to the hundreds. If we lose, we're down to the 30s. This is a bubble match. Ace 4 is going to beat King 7, so they sort of exchange chip stacks there. Queen 10 suited, we will be calling both shoves if they come in. I see one from Fish Arc. Now, if it goes shove, call, then we'll fold. I didn't mean we're calling both shoves like if they're both all in, but if either one of them goes all in, we're going to call. Against Queen Jack, not a good hand to see. We need a king. Let's go. All right, we make the straight on the turn. We're dominated, but we get there, and we're heads up against Donald Juan. Ace 8, here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready to rumble, my friend. Ace 8 against Jack 9. Okay, we are slightly ahead. Close to a flip. We need to hold on the river, and we do. We take down our first spin-and-go for $120, and we're moving up to the top once again. Let's spin $1 million. Lagging. Don't lag for the spin, please. Don't. What do we got? All right, I'm in 200. I won't complain with that. We're at the top. It's fine. Enzo Dimitri from Hungary and Tangoin from Argentina. Min raise, we fold. Cool, cool. On to the next one. We've been at the hundreds twice, and I think we've won 1 match out of 5. In the last 5 matches we've had at the hundreds. Of course, the last time we were there, we won a decent chunk of money. I think we won like a 400 or 600. We had like $600 profit or something last time. Jack of Hearts, 5 of Diamonds, but that's like really early in the Spin and Go series. 8 of Hearts, 9 of Clubs. I will definitely call them in raise. Good enough hand for me. Ace King 5, really bad flop. We are out of the way. Enjoy it. 10 going. Enjoy the money. Ace Deuce. All right, I'm gonna throw a little raise out there with our Ace Deuce. Make it 44 to go. 8 a call. Queen 10-7. Really bad flop again. Really juicy. There's a lot of straight draws. There's a lot of pairs that they can call here. I'm not going to continue. I think there's better hands we can choose to c-bet bluff with as well. So I just check fold a couple football players. Is that? I can't really tell. The table's too small. I gotta make it bigger for myself. Is that Ronaldo Messi? Is that Messi? I don't know. Oh no, I did ruin it. Shoot. A raise up to 60. Interesting. Quite a big raise here. From 10 going. I don't think it makes us want to fold yet. Oh man, we run good sometimes. And it feels good when we run good. You know? We call 7 of Clubs. Keep doing your thing. We want you to have aces now, ideally. They bet 120 on the turn. Again, we're going to call here. Don't want to scare away any of their bluffs that they may have. All right. Oh my god. That's a bit of a cooler. A small cooler. We both flop trips, man. It'll happen, though. It happens to the best of us, clearly. That was a joke. Okay, please don't hurt me. Let's go for our 3rd spin-and-go on the day. Our 2nd chance at the 100s. We didn't want that one anyways. We wanted a milli. 1 million. I won't million. Spin it. All right, here we go. The spin. The spin. We got a 400. Okay. Last video, we did play 2 400s and we lost both. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe it's our moment. You know what I'm saying? Is this Lee Trevino? Or, no. What's his name? What's his name? I forget. Raise up to 46 here. We're going to call. But I'm starting to see a trend. To be a successful spin-and-go reg, you need to have a sports avatar. So keep that in mind. That is going to be important if you want to have success at the $100 spin-and-go level. Doesn't matter at the rest of the levels, but at the hundreds, you better change it to a sports avatar. Jack of Hearts, 3 of Diamonds is not a great hand. We're just going to fold. Hey! Not boring anymore. We have 7s. Limp. I think I just shoved for 21 here. Because it sucks to raise this hand to like 80 and then we see flops out of position with a hand that can be outflopped a lot. So I'm just all in. Take it down against Tutty Green. 7 of Spades, 9 of Spades. This is a nice hand. I like it. Let's raise. 44 chips. Sounds good to me. Looks like Gordon Howe's going to put in some action though. A little mini click back. 24 to win 112 with a hand that flops this nicely. I'm in. I'm in there. We see a Jack 7-4, all clubs. Depends on what size they bet here. If they go real big, I could probably fold. 80 into 136. It's quite awkward because if they barrel the turn, we have to fold. And how often are they going to bet the turn? A lot. They're going to bet the turn a lot, actually. They're pretty much not going to bet the turn when they completely airballed it. Can we reshove is the question, and I don't know. We can just shove our middle pair. Probably. I'm going to go for it. It's definitely one I'm going to have to look at after with my coach to see. And they just have kings, and like every time they're going to have aces, aces, kings, queens, any jack, like they're just going to stack his auto, you know? But how many times after they click it back there do they not have a pair, basically? Is it enough of the time that we're going to win, you know, 40%? And I bet the answer was yes. Obviously, we ended up getting lucky against the overpair. But, yeah, definitely an interesting one. I have to take a look at it and talk about it with the coach. Raise up to 40 here. We're going to call it the Jack-10 of diamonds. All right, pretty good flop for Jack-10 of diamonds. You feel me? Check, check. Pretty bad turn. We'll start with the check here. Not going to be folding yet with our pair of tens, but could be facing some difficult river decisions if they decide to bet here on the turn, in which they're going to continue betting all of their flush draws and their queen jacks and their king jacks and their king queens. That's not a very good river, in that the queen jack, although we do block it, just hit a straight. The flushes just hit a flush. So that's a pretty bad river for our pair of tens, and that completes a lot of the hands they can decide to bet on the turn. I fold it now. Heads up for $400 though. Oh please, please give us some action here, Tutty. We would love to win $400. No, they fold. A sixth sense, my friend. A sixth sense. Raise up to 60. We are going to fold our 5-3 offsuit. I don't like it, but I think we must. Oh my god! Tutty! Oh, I'm so tilted inside! Aces fold! Kings fold! No! I don't know if we're gonna win this anymore. I don't feel so confident, chat. And by chat, I mean YouTube comments. We lead with our crappy gutter. King of clubs on the turn is fine. It's whatever. We're gonna keep betting 63 here. As a bluff, I don't know how much we're going to continue on the river. Probably not much. And they call, and we don't hit our straight. We needed a 7 or a deuce. A 9 might have given us the best hand as well, but I think we have to shut down now. Oh my god. I'm a little rattled. I'm not going to lie. I feel a little bit rattled. The aces and the kings did not work out. I just want to win this one so bad after yesterday's bad session. Although we do have a win today, so like regardless of what happens, we put a win on the board, and that feels good. You know? Can we make it 2? King Jack 8, not a very good flop for us. We don't really have any good turns. I mean, a 10 gives us an open ender, an ace gives us a gut shot. That's about it. So I think we're too far behind most of the time on this flop to bet deuce of diamonds. Gonna bet a lot of diamond flush draws there, but not the queen 4 off. But at 30, I will fold. A limp. All right, let's see a flop. 10, 10, 6. I check, and it goes check, check. Not gonna bluff in 9 high, because when they check back, they're basically telling the story that like we have a good enough hand to go to the river, usually. Yeah. So, well, the river. Tutty takes one down, just a small one though. Blinds are going up to 20 and 40. Against our friend Tut Master. Let's start with a limp here on the button in position. I think we can call if it's a raise to 80. If it's a raise to 100, it's like ugh. If it's a raise to 108, I will fold. 9 of hearts, 10 of clubs. All right. Willing to rumble with you here for a min raise or even a 2.5x. I'll play. We just see a lip, which is fine with me. We'll see flop. Ace 5 is not the one we were looking for. And it goes check, check. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Again, not a great spot for us to bluff. Because if we're tutty, we're never folding a king on this turn, you know. Just always calling a king. Check, check, and king 3 is going to take it down. Nice hand, tutty. Limp with the jack 3 suited. I don't think we can call if they raise to 100 here. If they min raise to 80, we'll call, but that's about it. See an ace king 4. A lot of the hands that hit this flop are going to shove. Some decent turns for us. A 5 gives us a gutter. A 2 gives us a gut shot. A spade gives us a flush draw. A queen or a 10 gives us a straight draw. So I think it's a decent spot for us to bet. And Teddy's going to call. Okay. We have 3 of clubs on the turn. I don't think we should bet. I'm trying to think if we can call the river ever. Because it depends what the river is. 10 of spades. Okay, doesn't change too much. I think if they have a 10, they're not going to bet a 10. I think if they had an ace, most likely they would have been more aggressive before now. But they can probably bet a king for 40, you know? I don't think we could fold getting this price. 40 to win 208. Ugh, I don't know, though. King 6, yeah. I mean, it seems like a king value bet. If we raise, we don't represent anything, you know? But what bluffs do they have? I think I should fold the river, actually, in hindsight. Even though we only have to be good. 17%, that's it. 17% of the time they have to be bluffing. But it's really hard for them to have bluffs, so... I think a mistake on my part to call that river. I should just fold the 40 chips. I don't think we can raise either. We shouldn't really have any hands that we can raise there. Other than Queen Jack. And like, is our hand the hand we want to turn into a bluff? Maybe it is. I don't know. So we pick up a pair of 3s on the turn against Tutty. It was a pretty good turn, you know. We also have the flush draw to go along with it, which is nice. They bet 80. They bet pot. That's the big bet here, Tutty. We're going to call and then make some decisions on the river, which is a 10. We're going to call again, I think. Because the heart draw missed, all of the straight draws missed, like Queen Jack, Ace Queen, Ace Jack, you know, 8-9, Queen 9, Queen 8, you know, or Jack 8, excuse me. Like, all of those things missed, and the board paired, which makes it less likely Tutty has a 10. So they bet 80, I think a pretty easy call for us here. And they have a king, which, I mean, again, I'm surprised. But I don't think this is a mistake. I stand by this call for sure. The last one I think is a mistake, but this one, like, it's the perfect river. There's almost no better rivers other than a king. We need a 6 or a deuce. It's not going to happen. That is a flush for Tutty, and we have lost the 400. Man, it definitely does not feel good to lose our third 400 in 2 days. But we did get a win on the board. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video too. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content I'm putting out here. And I will be back with another Spin&Go video tomorrow. If you want to play in the meantime, check out the link down in the description to Spin&Gos, 25 cents all the way up to $100. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get some sleep. It's about 11:30 p.m. here, and we got a big day on the grind tomorrow. But I will see you all next time.